Hello, welcome to Ingman Marine's Walkthrough Wednesdays. Yeah, it's unusual I have a rod in my hand. Well, the simple reason is the boat I'm about to show you is one pure fishing machine. What we're doing, actually, let me see if I can get a strike in here. We'll put the rod away and actually start talking about the 17 HPX. It's a line of Maverick boats, which is the cream of the crop when it comes to flats boats. It's the Maverick Pathfinder, Cobia, Hughes series. They're all along the same manufacturers, but this is the pure fishing machine. They come in two models. They're both a 17 foot. They actually do make an 18 foot model as well, but the 17 actually comes in a V series and a tunnel series. With the V series, you can actually get more live well space, more storage space, a little bit more stable, and you can go up to a 115 motor. So it's this particular model we have is powered by a 70 horse Yamaha, which does a really good job. It can easily fish 2 to 3 people. And as you can see, you might feel like it's a little bit wobbly, but at the end of the day, what you're doing, the boat drafts so shallow. It's a 7-inch draft, depending on how it's weighted, but you can actually go in 7 inches of water with this boat. Thus is why the stability, because you have so less freeboard in the water, your keel is so light in there, so basically you're a bobber right on top of it, which is really nice for stocking the fish in the backcountry. This particular model, you can see the captain's actually put a raised up deck here, so you can actually stand up a little higher so you can look across the shoreline. You can actually see fish moving in. It comes equipped, this one he actually put a removable trolling motor on it. That times if you actually are and you hook a big tarpon, you need to track them down in the flats, or if you're going from point A to point B, rather than push pulling or drifting the whole way, you can speed your thing up and cut your fishing time, maximize your fishing time. As you can see, it's got very nice wide gunnels all the way around it. You can actually walk down the gunnel without making that step, because a lot of times the noises that come up are when you actually step from the top deck to the bottom deck. And as you can see up front here, it's got very generous storage area up front for all your fishing tackle, all your needs. Plenty of room in there. And these models actually come with rod holders on the sides. A lot of times if you're fly fishing, waving a lot of things around, you don't want a lot of things sticking up in the rod holders, such as I'll put in right there. But you can actually slide them under here, which will take a full 9-foot fly rod. You can actually put underneath the gunnels. And at that point, more than one of them. You could actually carry 4 without any problems at all. Another comfortable area on it is actually your front seating here, which doubles as a cooler, which is one of the nice Yetis. You can see it's got loaded up with lots of water, which you definitely need out here, as warm as it is. Just a very nice, generous walk-around cockpit. You're not really having to turn sideways to get through here. You have plenty of room. You have your self-bailing cockpit in the back. Coming to our steering, everything on it is finger touch away. If you want to do your jack plate, it's right here. You have the knob on the steering, your trim and tilt. You have your trim tabs, all of it within a finger's touch of each other, along with a very nice Humminbird unit on top of it. We actually, when we get these boats in, you can actually order whatever you'd like. If you want to go with a Humminbird, a Garmin, Simrad, whatever it may be, that's one of the things you can customize your boat, as well as the deck configuration as far as the Keller choices on it, the sea deck underneath, the raised pulling thing in the back. And then we get to the heart and soul of the whole operation here. We're looking at the back. This is actually the pulling platform. Everybody thinks it's just a nice seat when you're actually out fishing, but what it actually is, which just has a very nice step area to actually climb up on top, and you actually stand up here. As you can see, it has push-pull holders. It's about a 21-foot carbon Kevlar pole that you actually get on top here, and your vantage point is incredible for stocking fish. You stand up here and you push your customer along. He'll be on the front on the raised platform, and you can point out the fish. Okay, there's a redfish coming out about 12 o'clock at 20 yards. So you can get really accurate cast to pull away from the fish. So when it comes to a shallow water capability, and then on top of that, your sight visibility, and actually the quiet haul on this boat, it has absolutely no haul slap whatsoever. So when you're pushing through the water, even if there's a little wave, it does not even break anything. And then if you actually, that's pretty much talking about the people who actually want to do the fishing, just strictly artificials. However, it has a very generous live well in the center here too. If you so desire to throw crabs, shrimp, or even a small amount of whitebait, it has a very nice live well and more than ample storage on both sides. What you have ahead, you see Coast Guard gear in here. And then for the functional part, in the back here, you have full motor access to all your operation of all your pumps, your bilge pumps, anything that would normally be a, stick your arm down there and hope you hit the right button setup. It's fully functional. I mean, like I said, and the reason I brought the fishing rod, this is 100% true fishing machine. So If you're interested and you're strictly a hardcore fisherman, come to Ingman Marine, check out our line of Maverick boats. They also come in the 18 foot, as I was saying, which has more horsepower, a little bit less draft, a little bit harder to push pull because of the weight factor on it. This boat comes in at right about 1,100 pounds, fully rigged, gear and everything. So you can imagine, I mean, pounds per inch, that's a lot less than me. So actually, when you're in the water, look at the Maverick Pathfinder HPX. It's worth having a look at.